Hello, welcome to Studio Talks. My name is James Swift.
I'm Josh McNorton, and we don't have a guest.
Because I thought it'd be a fun idea just to not have a guest for once. So, Josh, how are you doing?
I'm alright, surviving. Just trying to stay mentally strong in this hard time.
Yeah.
It's proving quite not easy, but it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. How about yourself, James? How are you, my man?
I'm okay. I'm tired. I had a nightmare last night. And, I woke up from the nightmare and went, I won't tell anyone about this nightmare because this will be good podcast material.
Go on, what happened to your nightmare then?
Right, so, have you ever had a nightmare where you have, layered nightmares? Where you wake up from one and then you're in it's instantly in another.
No. I think that's just a you thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I had a nightmare where I was on my way to uni, and I got attacked, and then I woke up in a second nightmare where someone was throwing rotten tomatoes. I nearly said tomatoes. Tomatoes at my window, and then someone got in and started attacking me again, and then I woke up again. And have you ever watched Bicentennial Man?
No, I can't say I have.
Right. If you're up for scaring the hell out of yourself, look at a picture of the Bicentennial Man. It's a good film. And it's not a scary film. It's a family film. It's it's really nice. But it's basically where Robin Williams is a robot and wants to be human. But as a robot, he's very scary.
Fair enough. I'll have to look into see what this robot looks like later on.
Have you watched any films recently?
I don't want to admit this, but I've watched all 4 Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, there's a 5th one now, but I'm on to that. I've watched all 4 of them in the space of 2 days.
Lockdown's getting pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you like to rate them?
The first one is probably my favourite. And then the one before the new one, that's probably the worst. And then the other 2 are just, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen the first one.
That's the best one. That's all you need to watch.
I thought it was okay, but I'm not very into pirates.
Yeah.
It's just not
hit and miss, isn't it?
I'm more like space.
Yeah. Nerd.
I am a nerd, as it goes. I
like space stuff as well, but
space stuff.
I like space stuff myself, but.
So, Josh, how did you start going to the studio?
I went a few times when I was a bit younger with my friends, like the likes of Jamie Cornish and a few of the other boys, and they were on a band, and I was just sat watching them, so I can't play an instrument. And we all just stopped because high school finished and everyone went to college, so it just we all went down our different paths. And then I started going again when I got my job, and that's been over a year now. Yes. It's been a good year. Bad this lockdown.
I watched the video this morning. It was the first thing I did this morning, where it was a parody of, because parodies are all the rage now. Have you noticed? And it's "Wake Me Up When 2020 Ends," and it's not very good.
I've seen that. Yeah. Is it some woman in a bed and that?
Yeah. And he dresses as a dinosaur. I didn't really get it.
Yeah, I've seen the video, but yeah, it's a weird time.
It is I forgot what week we are into it.
9th, 8th or 9th. Actually, yeah, I have no clue. I think this is the 9th week, but I'm not 100% sure. I've lost all concept of time and days.
I know it's Monday, because I've got a clock that tells me what day it is.
I just look on my phone and I'm like, it is Monday.
It is indeed Monday.
But I've been trying to not do that just because it seems to go faster if I don't pay attention to the days.
How's the DJing going?
It's alright. I've not been doing it much lately. I've just been playing Warzone with the boys.
What's that?
Call of Duty's Battle Royale. But all my mates playing it, so I can just chat to them for a bit.
Arte plays Fortnite still.
I've got it on my Switch.
And
I re-downloaded it.
Throughout the day, you'll just hear shouting.
I don't really want to get into my opinions on Fortnite because they're a bit dark. Because I hate that game with a passion.
I've played it twice.
One for the Weezer event or something.
One for the Weezer event, indeed. And then one of them I got 5th, but it was just because I hid in a house for like the entire time. And then like how there's like a storm that like attacks you, like closes in, and about 5 minutes before the end, it kind of like closed in on the house, so I had to like run, and that's about when I died.
That's what we on Warzone, we just try and control like an area, and then, but my teammates are always awful, so big ups to them. We did have one win the other day though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What was it? What have I been up to? Not much. So you know when I said I had to do an essay on Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Well, I watched Pulp Fiction and I enjoyed it, and I was like, I could do an essay of that. It is a very, very good film.
I've been telling you this for months.
Yeah. So then I watched it and I was like, I'm enjoying this, but I can't be bothered writing an essay about it. So instead, I'm writing about Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's fun. It's just like always in my head now. The song.
Which one? And This Is Halloween.
I came downstairs. Yeah, because I'm writing about the song. I went downstairs for my breakfast and was just singing it the entire time, and it's just gonna be in my head all day now.
I think that when you hear a song and it's just in your head all day. The one it used to be was when my nephew used to come round, and like my grandma babysitting while my sister was out. It'd always be Baby Shark, so I'd be walking to work like Baby Shark, didn't it? It's awful.
My nephew's the same.
Oh, it's an awful song.
I learned to play on guitar.
Yeah, I know. You showed me.
I became favourite uncle.
Teacher.
Yeah, it was for the authentic acoustic, and he was playing it on bass, and I went, I need to learn how to become favourite uncle, so teach me how to play that. So now I just play that whenever he comes around.
It just gets stuck in your head for days.
Yeah. What I do is when a song is in my head, I start singing a song that I like a little bit more, that's more catchy, if that makes sense. So like I learn. Do you know the song that never ends?
No.
Are you aware of the song that never ends?
I'm not that cultured.
It's right. It's the one that goes. This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Somebody started singing it, not knowing why it was, but now they can't stop singing it because this is the song that never ends. Just goes on. And I learned to play that the other day on guitar, and I went in on Taylor's room as he was playing Fortnite, and just like for about 10 minutes played it on a loop.
We'll just make every conversation go back to Fortnite.
You know what else annoys me about Fortnite?
Go on.
Have you watched the new Star Wars?
Not yet.
Basically, without any spoilers, a big plot detail that happens in the new Star Wars didn't happen on screen. It's just, you know how they have like opening credits?
Yeah.
It says it in the opening credits that this big plot detail's happened. And the big plot detail happened in Fortnite. So Star Wars announced something big was going to happen via Fortnite.
That's not a good thing. That's just not. I don't even know how to put anything into words here. That's awful.
It is really bad. They said they did a similar thing with Marvel, where like they had the Marvel crossover.
Didn't they put like a little bit in Endgame or Infinity War, whichever one, where they're playing Fortnite on the.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. It's like how there's a dab in the new Marvel film. It's like, I get what you're doing. It's fine. I
mean, I'd understand doing a dab in like 2012 or something, but not like recent years.
Again, without spoiling Endgame. Endgame happens 5 years in the future. So like that's like 2024.
Oh, the dab's way out of date.
People aren't playing Fortnite and dabbing in 20. I hope no one's playing Fortnite and dabbing in 2024. Josh, do you want to play a game I made up?
Sure.
Right, are you aware of the game Play Your Cards Right?
Yeah. Question mark.
Play Your Cards Right is a game where if you say, like, here's a 2, you have to guess if the next card's going to be higher or lower.
Lower, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got you.
I made up a game where it's that, but for Rotten Tomato scores.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah,
Um,
you said you were playing it. You're just doing random ones on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do Pirates of the Caribbean.
Go on,
Right. Are you ready? Because so there's 2 elements to it. And the other thing is, so the first is, tell me if this is fun or not. Right, the first part of it is you have to try and guess which, like, 10 it is in. So if it's 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 50 to 60, so on. And then when we get to the second film, you have to tell me if you think it's going to be higher or lower.
or lower.
Yeah.
I've got you. So I'd say it's in like the.
So the first one, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah. I'd say it's in like the 60%.
It's 79.
Huh.
So
That's close. 10. It's the 9, you know.
So based on that, do you think number 2 is it Deadman's Chest?
Yeah, Dead Man's Chest. I think it's gonna be lower.
Lower. Do you want to guess it? Like, guess the score?
I'm still like 55 to 60.
Should I wait for the audience to have a guess?
If you want.
I don't know if this is good or not. Yeah. Anyway, I also had another.
Drop what you think in the comments below now.
Tell us what your score was. The other one I had, we'll go to that in a second. But the other one I had was do you know Google Feud?
No.
So do you know Family Fortunes?
Yeah.
So Google Feud is Family Fortunes, but with Google answers. So, like, you start with, is such a body, and then you have to try and guess what the next, like, the 5 top answers would be.
Yeah.
I had that idea for names. So, like, let's say in the next episode, the next guest, we say, who do you think the top of this name is? I get very bored. It's been a long lockdown. So, Dead Man's Chest is lower.
I was right.
It's 53.
I was 2 off.
What did you say? 51?
55.
Oh, right. Oh, well done.
So 55 to 60. So
there was like a massive gap between the answer and so I forgot what you said. So at World's End.
I'm gonna say higher, but only by like I'm gonna say 60% again.
It's lower. It's 44.
Okay, understandable.
We're gonna get through this because I don't know if this is fun or not.
I'm enjoying it. Stranger Tides should be next.
It is Stranger Tides.
I'm gonna say about 50%. I'm gonna say higher.
Okay.
50, yeah.
It's 33.
You just keep getting worse. So the last one's Salazar's Revenge. I think it's called.
Oh, it says Dead Man's Lie. Dead Man. No. Dead Men Tell No Tales. I got it all the words from. Dead Men Tell No Lies. Tales. Let me try again. Dead Men Tell No Tales. I'm
going to say lower because they just keep going down now.
It is lower. It's lower by 3. It's 30% this one. So is that all of them? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay. Yeah. So you got 1 right, I think.
Yeah, 1.
Well done.
Hey, 1 out of 5.
Don't forget to put your answers in the comments below.
Well, it's a bit too late for that now because I've heard it all.
Yeah, they just write the right answers.
Yeah. I could have cheated and everything. I could have just got my phone out, but I thought...
Do you want to play Toy Story?
Yeah, go on. I'm going to say that the first one's like 90%.
It's 100.
Oh. It's close.
It is close. That's right. I'm not going to say that that's wrong. So do you think Toy Story 2 is higher or lower?
Well, it can't really get any higher, can it?
I didn't think that one through.
Lower.
Do you think it's lower?
Yeah.
Okay, would you like to guess the score as well?
I'm going to say like 80.
It's 100 again.
Jesus.
This is
Toy Story standards. Toy Story 3.
Yeah, do you think it's higher or lower?
I kind of want to just say it's on average it's 100 again.
It's 98, so that one wasn't as good. See, what I like about the Toy Story films is when you start to get like, it will be 100 this one.
I've not seen them before though, or if is it on Disney Plus? I might need to watch it.
I think it is, yeah. I think it is. I enjoyed it. Toy Story 4, a film that you haven't seen.
I'm going to say lower.
Yeah.
It's not 100, isn't it?
No, it's 97, so it is lower. by 1%.
1%.
By 1%. So this is good. That's a good game, I think.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
I like the idea of this one going out, and then the next person we interview go, can you play the high or lower game for minutes?
No, I don't mind. This is nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot easier when it's just like, not like, I don't mind having a third person, but I get a bit more nervous. Because me and you, we have that friendly banter anyway, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, working together.
I think that just two every now and again.
What, just us two every now and again?
Because we've done 10 with guests, so this is episode 11. Is this too meta for the listener?
Nah, I think it's just brings them into the insightful mind of James, like how he's recording, how he wants the podcast.
Yeah.
I think having shorter episodes though is a lot better because like I watch a lot of Joe Rogan because I'm an alpha male.
Yeah.
And I watch other podcasts like Tinfoil Hat because I'm a massive conspiracy theorist and other podcasts. And when it's like, I think when it's like a 3 hour long episode, I think that's just too long. I think the max I could pay attention for is an hour and a half, and then my brain just shuts off.
Yeah, see, the ones I listen to on Monday, I won't go through my schedule because I do actually have a podcast schedule, but like the one I listen to. The ones I listen to are usually an hour, under an hour. There's only one that I listen to that's an hour and a half, and I don't really listen to all of that. Niche. I've never said niche before.
It's a good word, isn't it?
I don't know.
I used to have to write it a lot when I was doing business work. You have to like, oh, this is a niche in the market. Niche this, niche that. Saccharons love the word niche.
I don't think I've ever said it before. I'm not even sure I know what it means. To me, it sounds like nice quiche.
I should know what it means. It's like an obscure thing in the market, like, do you know what I mean? Like, say, like, I'm trying to think of a product that's niche, do you know what I mean? But yeah.
So something that's, okay.
It's not like massive in the market, it's like a new thing that no one's seen before, that's what a niche in the... So
like novel? Because novel...
No, not novel, because it can be something normal that's niche, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I've said niche too many times, no, it sounds weird.
So, could a nice quiche be niche?
Could be if the little mad ingredients in it, do you know what I mean? If it's just bog standard quiche, that's not niche.
Not very niche.
But it might be throwing like a bit of I don't even know what's in a quiche, it's bacon, eggs.
It's like egg, isn't it? See, I'm one of them psychopaths who actually like quiche.
Well, my grandma makes it all the time. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm allowed to call them psychopaths because I'm one of them. But like, I'm one of those people who like when there's a party, not a party, but like when there's like a like
family gathering.
Yeah,
you just have a bit of quiche.
I'll be the one who has the quiche.
See, my family have started doing stuff like we'll have buffets and then there'll just be a bit for me and my cousins with fussy eaters. So there'll just be like chicken strips and chips, so we can just go back. I'm
one of the people who like to go first because there's a lot of kids and like younger people.
Yeah.
I don't trust them, their food.
What are you holding, by the way? Because I keep seeing it. It's
a whiteboard marker. I was right. So I was explaining to Tay what do you know what the uncanny valley is?
I've heard of it.
I was explaining to Tay what that was via whiteboard. It's when we was watching Bicentennial Man, I was like, oh, it's very, because I'm so like uni taught. I've got to say stuff like this, otherwise I'm rusting my degree.
You're a super genius.
So I said, it's very...
James Elon Musk.
I said, it's very uncanny valley, isn't it? And Tay went, what? Because he's 12.
Can I bring something up? I've just mentioned Elon Musk.
Mm.
Have you heard Elon Musk's kid's name?
I
Have you
think
seen
so.
it written down? It's like the XAE symbol thing together, and then it's like A12 or something, or X12.
Why?
And then you pronounce it. Listen to this is how you pronounce it. Ash Archangel Musk. That's the kid's name. But if you look at the symbols, if you type in Elon Kids Musk name on Google and look at the symbols,
Let me just have a little look.
because he was on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was like, "How do you pronounce your kid's name?" And he was like, "Oh, it's Ash Archangel."
Ash Archangel.
Ash Archangel, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got it.
Yeah, and that's pronounced Ash Archangel.
He's got one called Xavier.
That's a pretty cool name, though, isn't it?
It is a cool name. Elon Musk is a weird man.
He's a very strange kid.
Like every story I hear about him, I just think he's a very strange man.
He's very, very strange.
But
you gotta love the lovable weirdo.
Did you see his car he made up? And it's like
It's a Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's the one. I think.
Yeah.
And it's like it's nice.
Did you see the demonstration to it where he was like, "Oh, you can't break the windows. Here's a steel." And they give like this guy, he was doing like the presentation with a steel ball, and just launched it, and it just smashed the window.
Oh no. He was in Iron Man 2.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was. He just like, and they like call him out by name. I watched it recently, obviously. Like he goes up to him and go, "Oh, Elon Musk," or something like that. Like I'm sure he calls him out by name.
Do you still stand by that? Iron Man 3 is the best Christmas movie.
It's not just because I watched it the other day. Because right, so you remember how a couple of weeks ago I was watching all the Harry Potter movies?
Yes.
Well, I decided to watch all the Marvel movies as well. Because they're all on Disney. Yeah, because
they're all on Disney. I'm getting round to it. I want to watch Black Panther because Wakanda forever.
It is a very good film. But so I've been watching them all from start to finish again because you gotta.
Are you doing it in order, or are you just doing like
in order?
one person?
Well, because last time I did it, I think last year I watched them all, but I didn't watch them all. I watched the ones that I've only ever seen once.
Got you.
And the ones I didn't really like, because there's quite a couple of them that I don't like. And I like them now. They're good. I like them all.
Marvel fanboy over here.
Yeah, that was weird when I did that then. Just punched my chest. So...
Good job this is only audio, because
I know
you playing with the pen and just hear you banging your chest.
When I was editing Gareth's the other day, there's like a click noise all the way through, and I think it's because every single episode I've got something where I'm playing with it, because like then I don't know, so it gets me off my phone. So
yeah, that's what I just normally just like try and crack my fingers quietly and then just grab like my lighter or something to play with.
So throughout Gareth's, you can just what was I on about?
Marvel movies. I asked you, was Iron Man 3 your favourite
Christmas
movie?
So I watched it the other day, and it's not just my favourite Christmas movie. It's just my favourite movie because it's just really well done. That's
a good. I stand by it. I've not watched it in years, but it is a good film. The Warriors will always be my favourite film.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Shall I add it to my list?
Yes. Have you finished your list yet?
My thing with my list is
you keep adding to it.
I keep adding films. So if I see a film on Disney Plus, or if I see a film on Amazon, I add it to my list and then watch it and then tick it off. If that makes sense. Yeah. So
yeah,
I think it's about 200 in now.
That's pretty impressive, and that's from the start of the year you put that list together, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm 44% in.
Jesus.
Because every time someone says where are you onto your list, I say let me just count. So at the very bottom now I've just got like 44 out of 100. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And
it sounds more impressive if I say a percentage. So I'm 44% in. And it's if you do the I go uniform. Let me explain what the Uncali play is. No, I feel like I'm going to be the least favourite character on this podcast.
No, it's funny. My friend, I bumped into my friend the other day on the daily walk. So I was walking around into town and up Nufford Park. And then I bumped into him, and then we got onto the topic of uni, because he went uni, and he's like, "Oh, I've wasted 3 years of my life for a piece of paper that says I can do something."
I was literally just talking about this, where my degree sounds like a panic attack.
Go on.
My degree is media, music, and sound. And to me, that sounds like someone who's indecisive. He's like, I'm going to do media. No, I'm going to do music. No, I'm going to do sound.
I mean, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
This is a good episode.
It was a good episode. Right. Josh, thank you for... Wait, because normally I say thank you for joining us.
Joining us, yeah.
But, like, thank you... Thanks. Cool.
Thanks for chatting to me, James. It was nice to speak to you.
And you. I'll see you soon.
Right, I'll see you.